Welcome to the Car Guy Show. Join award-winning magazine publisher Tim Miller and national champion race driver Kristen Traeger as they look at Texas car life and Texas car culture. Join them as they meet car guys in their cars, in their garages, and at their clubs and events. Come along for a real kick in the asphalt.
Welcome to the Car Guy Show. I'm your host, Tim Miller, and we have something for everyone this week. We check out an Italian car show, ride in a 51 Nash Healey, and I throw down some vinyl and feed some Cobra's raw meat. And of course, we meet some car guys along the way. First, we stop by Boardwalk Ferrari for their spring Concorso to see some Italian sheet metal, Italian horsepower, and of course, some good Italian barbecue.
I'm Luke Betchner, and we're at Boardwalk Ferrari's 2014 Spring Concorso. Let's go take a look at some cars.
Well, I have a 2005 Carrera GT. It's faience yellow, and I bought this car about a year ago. It had about 7,000 miles on it, and we just turned over 10,000 miles today driving over here. And it's one of about 600 that came to the U.S. I think they made 1,270 of these originally, and yellow is a pretty rare color. And so it's a wonderful car. It's basically a street legal race car. I like mid-engine cars. I had a Challenger Dolly for a while. I'm not a paddle shifter guy. I guess that was an affair I had for about 3 years. I sold that car. I had two Ford GTs, which are other very iconic mid-engine cars. So I actually traded my silver Ford GT for this car. It's considered a lateral move in terms of collectability. They're probably the last of the analog supercars are the Ford GT, probably the Viper, although it's produced in big numbers, and then the Carrera GT. Everything since then has been very digital in terms of dual face, clutches, paddle shifting, things like that. And I like a car that's more engaging, so I wanted a stick shift car. And these cars had kind of dropped in value for a while, and they're coming on strong again. People are realizing what wonderful cars they are.
This event today is Boardwalk Ferrari Maserati's 8th annual Spring Concorso. It's a customer appreciation event where we invite people out. They can bring their cars, they can bring themselves, they can bring their family, and they can see interesting stuff maybe they don't see anywhere else. It's grown over the years. This year we have over 120 cars out in the lawn and probably over 300 guests today. We allow pretty much everybody that has something exotic or interesting to come. We have Alfa Romeos, we have other Italian cars, we've got NSXs out here today, we've got vintage American cars, we've got vintage British cars. Pretty much an eclectic mix of just about everything you can think of. Some of the stuff's new to us, some of the stuff's new to most of the people that attend here, and of course we always have an Enzo. We do this show to let people know that we're active in the car community here locally in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. We want people to see what's out there. We also want people to have the opportunity to bring their classic cars or their special cars out. A lot of our customers say that they don't have enough things to bring their cars to. So by doing this, they can both show their car and have somewhere to take their car on a fun, sunny weekend.
I got the 650S McLaren, I've got the 458 Ferrari, I've got the F12, I got the California. Goodness gracious. So far I think I'm up to 23 cars of Ferraris with Boardwalk and Maserati. And it's been, there's no better people than these people here.
What I brought today is one of the Alfa Romeos out of a small collection of Alfas I have. It's a 1971 Montreal. They made about 4,000 of these. There's probably 80, 90 in the States. The engine is really one of its key features. It's a detuned Formula One V8 small block all alloy, 2.6 liter. Alfa was racing back at this time, and this happens to be one of the engines that they perfected, actually turned into think there are about 3 cars that actually are carrying the V8. This happens to be one. Again, a detuned Formula One, naturally aspirated. It develops enough horsepower that they had to go to Germany to get a 5-speed ZF gearbox for it. Dry sump, scabbaged oil system. You can see some of the plumbing in there. Anyway, it's just a beautiful car to drive. It came with a radio when I first bought it. Threw the radio out because it really doesn't need a radio. It really sounds, the sounds it makes are great without the radio, so don't need a radio.
What do vinyl and worms have to do with muscle cars? Next, we investigate that sticky situation. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. If you thought about putting some stripes on your muscle car, consider our next top shop, Big Worm Graphix in Fort Worth. Watch as yours truly, I attach a few accents to a new 2014 Camaro. Not too shabby. Come on, check it out. Yeehaw! You know, car guys like to personalize their vehicles, and one of the ways of doing that is with vinyl graphics. We're in Fort Worth, Texas, not too far from Meacham Airport, at Big Worm Graphix. They specialize in vinyl graphics for muscle cars. All right, we're here with Adam at Big Worm Graphix, and he's taking us through the process of a project that he's working on presently. Can you tell us what you're...
This is the side accent hash marks for a Camaro. And basically what we do, the orders come from the front, and there's the papers over there. We get the papers, we go to the computer, we print out what we need to cut out, all the cutouts that come out, and then it prints out to the machine, and it comes to this process right here. And from here, we gotta weed it out, transfer tape it.
In addition to these the striping kits, you also do the lettering as well, right?
Yes.
So if anyone wants to put anything on their car,
Say if they want
or whatever,
ASS or LS or whatever, 3.5.
and you can design those type of graphics as well. So later you'll be working on the car guy graphics for us to put in the cars?
Yeah. I hope so. Everything is pre-cut for the seams of the doors, where the doors meet with the fender and the door would be at like an edge of the door and both ends of the door, basically. And everything's measured to its basically to the T, where you don't see any extra hanging off, or everything's pushed in where you don't see anything. So everything's pre-cut.
All right, thank you very much, Adam. Let's well, you have to get the passenger side.
Yes, sir.
And it's just 2 more pieces, and then we'll go into start loading it up in the car. Or?
Yeah.
Okay. Great.
That's all we need.
This is where the magic happens. Look at that. Beautiful charcoal. Wow, I like that. That's awesome. Now we have to complete the other half on the door itself with the stripe. And we'll do that next. Pretty easy peasy if you ask me. All right, check it out. It looks like a factory installed job, doesn't it? But it's not. I did it myself, which means that you can do it too. This is part of the packages that you can get from Big Worm Graphix for your Camaro, your Challenger, your Mustang, all the muscle cars. And it adds an element of style and coolness to the car itself. And that's why we like to consider Big Worm Graphix as our top shop for the Car Guy Show. So I'm out of here. I'm gonna take this ride through the paces with my new stripes, man. I'm out of here. When we come back, we go for a ride in Dennis Collins' Nash Healey before it goes across the auction block in Montgomery, Texas. Stay with us. Dennis Collins is shipping his 51 Nash Healey to the Worldwide Auctioneers Texas d'Elegance on Lake Conroe, and he's hoping for a six-figure payday. He takes us for a ride at Cars and Coffee in Plano, Texas. Woohoo!
Hi, Dennis Collins. I'm here with the Car Guy Show. We're going to do a test drive of my 1951 Nash Healey Roadster with a 68 build, and it's a kick in the asphalt. This was the exotic classic race sports car of its day. 1951, if you owned one of these, you were somebody. Most people have never seen one. Don't know what it is. Just got to do some research and teach them about it. First American sports car. Woo! Great day for a roadster ride. It's a good day to be alive here in the Nash Healey. Gotta love it. It's an honor for me to have this car and to be able to take care of it. You know, the same old thing, we're just caretakers, we're not owners. This car will be passed down over the generations, and I'm just happy that we were able to save it. In my opinion, it's one of the most undervalued early sports cars in the world, and certainly the most undervalued American sports car. People are becoming more educated about them, but the problem is there's just not enough of them. They'll get there. I think, you know, in the next 10 years, this is going to be one of the most expensive cars out there. And these arguably should be in the, woo! What's up? This should be in that same realm from collectability and price standpoint. They're not yet, but we'll see what the future holds. I think the astute collector, this should be a car that should be on their hit list or their bucket list, especially the. And I'm talking the 50-51 cars, the alloyed bodied panel craft cars. The Pininfarina cars are a beautiful car, but they weren't as lightweight, they weren't as competitive in racing. And you know, they made a lot of them, they made about 400 of them. The other problem with these cars is most people, they have attempted restorations on them. These restorations are as expensive as doing a Ferrari, a coachwork car of the time. So it's a tremendous amount of time and investment to put into a car that you're going to have to do it for the love of it for now, because you're not going to make money on it yet. Maybe in the near future they'll get there.
Okay, we talked about worms earlier. Now we're going to move on to snakes. And you know the Texas snake I'm talking about, the Cobra. Car Club is next. Keep your butt planted. We'll be right back. We meet with a few members of the Texas Cobra Club for lunch at Jakes Hamburgers over in Addison. And there we talk about big snakes and big horsepower. First, I gotta get back to my day job.
I'm Jay Nordstrom. I'm one of the founders of the Texas Cobra Club. This is the Dallas chapter. The first of every month, first Saturday of every month, we get together and cruise, do our cars, let people take a look, take pictures, have lunch. Just good friends. We live by the creed for this group is it's not about the cars, it's about the people.
Factory 5 Racing Shelby Cobra replica, and so I've got two boys and they helped me build this. So this is a car that we built ourselves in our garage. It took us 3 years. Set it up mostly for the track and did quite a few modifications for it that way. As you can see, we put a tilt front on it. The engine is a Ford Racing 427 Windsor. It's got Weber carburetors, and we added Willwood brake package and AccuSump and electric power steering, so it's all set up for the track. In fact, we were in San Marcos last weekend for the annual Texas Cobra Club meet and spent the afternoon at the Harris Hill Raceway getting in a lot of laps. So it's a lot of fun. It was a situation where me and my boys had an opportunity to do a family project and enjoyed building this very much. So did the body work and the paint and everything, so learned a lot about doing it. We never built a car before, but it was a situation where we just thought it'd be a lot of fun. So.
This is a Shelby Cobra. It's a 65. It's a replica. It's a 427. It's got 540 horsepower and 490 foot-pounds of torque. I did some stuff a little differently than what is common practice. The first thing that I did, as you can see, I put a dual roll bar in, which is not customary. The other thing too that I did is I fuel injected the engine. It's a mass flow system, and makes the car very drivable in town, even with the horsepower. Plus it is able to adjust to different elevations and stuff, so when you go to Colorado and you go up to the 14s, it's not a problem driving the car.
This is a 2004 Super Performance Cobra. I've had it since 2004, of course. It's a copy of a 1965 Shelby Cobra. It's the only Shelby Cobra company that is licensed by Shelby that is not an actual Shelby product. Got a 460 Super Cobra jet motor. It has 650 horsepower, 600 pounds of torque. It's real fast. TKO Tremec transmission, 373 rear end. Good car.
Everyone is different. Everyone is a mirror image of its owner. There's no two alike. We just like to have fun. Good people, good folks.
No, don't get that. That's an outtake. Hi, I'm Luke Betchner. Blah, blah. Redo that one.
All right, we're back here at Big Worm Graphix, and I'm preparing to install some, what the heck? You just told me and it just went through my brain and out. Side accent hash stripes. Say that again 3 times. Okay, we're back, and I'm at Worm. Side accent hash stripes. To show you now how to install the front accent hash stripes on this Camaro.
Side accent hash stripes.
Side accent. I know, side accent hash stripes on the front fender. Okay. First, we stopped by Boardwalk Ferrari for their annual spring Concorso to meet some Italian sheet metal, Italian horsepower, mother. God. What do vinyl and worms have to do with muscle cars?
Stay tuned for more from the Car Guy Show. Ah! I almost fell. Everybody just move your body. I want lasagna, I want lasagna. Okay. You're watching the Car Guy Show. We'll be Okay, shut up.
Hi, I'm Luke Betchner, and we're at...
And I'm Tim Miller.
And we're at Boardwalk Ferrari's 2014 Spring Concorso. It's a great Saturday morning to bring your cars out. Let's go see what they have.
Oh, yeah. It's a kick in the asphalt, right?
Yeah, it is.
Right? All right, let's start playing. Come on. Make me look good. Yeah, like it. Good job.
Good job, man. Let's go check it out.
Here's your host, Tim Miller.
If you have a cool car and or garage and you'd like to share it with our viewers, please give us a call. We'd love to see what you've got. That's it for this show. Thanks for joining us, and I look forward to seeing you next week. Same Car Guy channel, same Car Guide time. And how the heck did I get, can you guys get me down? What's going on here?
Like this show? Want more? Then head to WatchPTTV.com, the new 100% free PowerTube TV streaming network. Home of the best classic and new motorsports racing and build shows on the web.